Greetings, class, and welcome to the Boston WeWork. In fact, WeWork is something that we're going to spend a lot of time studying this whole entire semester because it's a company built around entrepreneurs and innovators. In fact, I rent a space from WeWork. My office is in New York, and I'm actually relocating to Boston. So this is the startup of the Boston WeWork, and I will be showing you clips through the whole entire course to show you what WeWork does, because I really think that you need to know about it, since it's a business, it's an organization that's built out for entrepreneurs and innovators, and that's why I'm inside of it. And I think it's exciting that you're going to be able to see the startup of a WeWork in Boston. So we will cover that a little bit later. I want to jump over a bunch of things really quickly. We have done a fabulous job this week with the Facebook postings. In fact, you've blown the board of directors away. We had no clue that you actually would do this well. The blue team and the orange team are doing fabulous. You guys are very competitive. In fact, I think we have over 500 likes and over 4,000 viewings just in 5 days. And we had absolutely no clue that you would do that well. It's unbelievable. So basically what you're doing is you're trying to get friends and family members to collectively say, I'm in to help the community in Idaho. And it's just unbelievable what you've done, but you have done it well, which is going to help you move into the second stage, which the second stage is you're going to come up with, the blue team and the orange team, you're both going to come up with ideas on what the game's going to be next week. You're going to have to come up with it and figure out what the point values are for this game, and then you're going to compete against each other. The board of directors is going to figure out which team comes up with the most creative game, and you guys are going to play against each other for 2 weeks. So you're going to want to use those people that you've collectively gotten on Facebook to help you win at this game. So in other words, just think about this. I don't know if you want to help animals, if you want to help the elderly, if you want to help people that have cancer, it doesn't matter. But you guys collectively come up with one idea for each team and then figure out how you're going to make points off of it. So for example, think about it this way. If you want to help the homeless, you can say, all right, in 10 days, you get 50 points for getting a canned good, you get 100 points for getting coats, you get 200 points for, just go down this list and figure out how to make points off of doing good for the community. Because the board of directors is going to look at the orange team and the blue team, and they're going to say, okay, we think that's the best concept, we're going to run against it, and then the next week you're actually going to compete against each other. And this is where you're going to use your leadership and your management skills and your creativity and your innovation, and Lord knows what else you have inside your brains, but you rip it all out and use it to win this game. You're going to compete against each other. You're going to have 2 levels of competition. So this is basically the beta test of competition. So we're going to show you how to build it out. In fact, we're all building it out together. We're going to collectively take that data. You guys are going to take video clips, you're going to take footage, you're going to take testimonials from people, and you're going to submit this so we can actually get it into the Indiegogo campaign to promote it. So basically, while you're running this beta test, you're going to be taking footage for us to be building an Indiegogo campaign to get funding to push you guys further. So it's very important that you use the social media aspect of this as well. So your next week's challenge is simply to come up with one cause that you will compete against the other team and come up with a point value system. That's all you have to do. And whoever comes up with the most creative one is the one that we're going to pick. So again, there's one winner out of the 2 of you. So figure out collectively as a team what you want to compete against with the other team, and we're going to run with that. So basically the first part of this semester is basically we're going to run with that it's going to be data collection, and again, every single week is going to be point driven, so you're competing against the other team. And then once we get that Indiegogo campaign up, we're doing the same thing all over again at a higher level. So you're going to submit again another idea to compete against the teams, and we're going to run it all over again. So there's going to be 2 competitions, enormous competitions in this class. Outside of the weekly competitions, you're going to have 2 games that you're playing against. So this is an extremely competitive class, and I'm going to post all of this here in the next couple of days, but each week you will have an idea of how you gain the points. We have restructured the point format a little bit. At one point we decided that one team was either going to make the 1,000 points or not. So one team got 0 and one team got 1,000 points. From the feedback from the class, which is very good, basically we have restructured that. So the board of directors is going to rank, each board of directors is going to rank your ideas on a scale of 1 to 10, and we will collectively merge those numbers to get a stat that says who wins or who loses, but each team will get points. So collectively, if we find that one team is averaging a 5, you'll still get 500 points. If we find that the other team is ranking at 8s to 9s, you'll get 800 to 900 points. So we want you to compete, but we still want you to gain points, because obviously your feedback and your knowledge is going to be implemented. And we'll actually use a way to buy and sell points from teams. If we find one idea is really good but merges into the winning team, then we'll have team purchases of points, and we'll break that down a little bit later. But it is going to be competitive all the way through, and the reason why we're doing this is because that's the whole entire concept of the business, is to be competitive. So we might as well just try it right now. You guys be competitive, and let's see how we can build this out for nationwide universities across the board. So Boise State University is going to be the beta test on this, and hopefully we make it work. I mean, when we saw what you did with Facebook, we know that we can make it work. Venture capitalists will love that type of activity. And again, you're going to want to continue to get those Facebook posts, because the more people that you can have on your team that are volunteering outside of the university, the better off you are, because that's what you want to do, is get the community to help you. So it's not just 10 people on a team or 17 people on a team. You want to push to get your friends and your family members to go help the community. And on a last note, somebody did post in a question on the ethics of this class, which is, we love any type of engagement on any level. What I do ask, and what the board asks, if in fact this post said something to the effect of, I'm not in this class, I know somebody that's in this class, and I'm questioning the ethics of the class to have people be putting their friends and family members on a public company on Facebook. Well, little weird. Let's backtrack on that. Number one, if you have any problems with ethics, please post them. Which we appreciate this posting. But number two, tell us who you are, because to debate ethics without telling us who you are is unethical, in my opinion. Number three, we are not doing anything unethical in this class. This class is built off of humanitarian acts built by university students who literally will own the company if it works. I don't see any problems with the ethics, and nor has anybody else that sits on this board of directors. But if there's some kind of flaw that we've all overseen, by all means tell us. And also, that's why you had the interviews. We gave you the option to leave this class if you think that it's something strange. We're building a company. If you build a company and you think it's unethical to use your contacts to build your idea or your scope, then you probably won't do so well with your company. So that's what we're doing here, is we're helping the community, we're building a team sport, and we're hopefully building out a company for university students who don't have jobs. Don't understand what the unethical portion of that is, but by all means, let me know if I'm missing something. So with that being said, next week, your new challenge is to build out a game and literally put the point values down. And the following week, we're going to go game head on, head to head. You're going to actually play a game, and we're going to see who wins. We're still working on the point values, and that's why we're having you work on point values. We're working with you. Again, this should be nothing but fun. You should use this up here, just like we read Strength Finder. Run with your thoughts, run with your brilliance. February 20th, I want to remind you to have Maverick completed. Maverick is a very important book. It's a very good book, so it's not a boring book. You can't, it's not like sitting down and reading some kind of mathematical text, for those of you that don't like mathematics. It's really going towards this flat organization, really what we're doing in this company right now. And a lot of companies emulated themselves off of Simco, which is the book that you'll be reading, including Microsoft. So continue to read that book. It's the last book that you have to read. You will have another meeting with board members to make sure that you have read that book and to update anything if you're confused by any means. So with that being said, good luck. Continue to fight fiercely, because I can see that some of the things that you guys are doing on these teams already are just blowing our minds. So I'm so impressed. I'm so amazed with you. The board is absolutely ecstatic, and I think that we're going to have a fabulous, fabulous concept by the time this semester is done. And the Indiegogo campaign is just going to rock the world. So, alrighty, have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you soon. And say goodbye to WeWork.